The defendant is here live in person. He's coming in the courtroom. We do have a conference room if we need to set up breakout space. Good morning, Mr. Pirro. Would you come have a seat right over here?
Take my coat off. It's a little toasty.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, we're a little early. There's no harm in that. This is Credit Corporation Solutions, assignee of Synchrony Bank, formerly known as GE Capital Retail Bank versus Nathan Pirro. File number is 25853GC. Nathan Pirro lives here in Centerville, and he's right here in the courtroom live with me. Also present by Zoom is attorney Lynn Olivier from somewhere, maybe Mount Clemens. This is a claim for $3,109.06. We had a previous hearing in this case on November 17th. Mr. Pirro was here by telephone, and Naviat Francis appeared on behalf of the plaintiff at that hearing. I did allow 60 days for discovery. Plaintiff indicated they would be filing a motion for summary disposition. They have done that. Also, a lot of documentation has been filed regarding the history of this debt. And so this is set for a pretrial and motion for summary disposition. Ms. Olivier, what's your position here this morning?
My position is that the defendant did not deny any of plaintiff's allegations, just requested documentation, which he has been provided with in the interim. No answer having been filed to plaintiff's motion, plaintiff contends that the defendant did not present a valid defense to plaintiff's claims, and that defendant's answer does not overcome plaintiff's pleadings and proofs, nor has defendant demonstrated that a different amount is owed, and thus summary disposition under MCR 2.116C9 is proper because defendant failed to present a valid defense to plaintiff's claims. And further, that summary disposition under MCR 2.116C10 is proper because plaintiff's evidence proffered clearly establishes defendant's liability such that no genuine issue of material fact exists, and plaintiff is entitled to judgment as a matter of law. Plaintiff requests that its motion for summary disposition be granted for the full amount paid for, and that judgment entered for plaintiff and against defendant for the full amount paid for in plaintiff's complaint, plus costs and statutory attorney fee.
Because I couldn't figure out costs. And the order granting summary disposition just says summary disposition is granted. How much the damages are clear. What you're seeking is $3,109.06. What are the costs?
Costs are $75 attorney fee, $40 motion fee, and a service fee of $25.63 for total costs of $140.63.
You left out the filing fee of $115.
Okay, I don't have that in front of me.
All right, let me add that. 75 attorney fee, $40 for summary disposition motions, $25.63. I couldn't find the service fee. It's alternative service plus 115. $255.63 in costs. If we add that to $3,109.06, we get $3,364.69. Mr. Pirro, that's how much they're asking for. What's your response here?
Well, I never argued the amount. Like she's saying, I never said anything about the amount. I was arguing that they needed to prove that they actually own the debt. I mean, obviously they're a debt buyer. They're not who I originally had the debt with. So instead of me, paying somebody that's claiming they own my debt, And then it coming back to haunt me, I want them to prove the right documentation, which I don't think they have. In fact, the bill of sale they sent, I mean, who is, Lynn Fisher? I could have made this in Microsoft Word. Do you know who Lynn Fisher is? Or is this all the things they sent, the credit card statements have 2 purchases on them. And I mean, it's showing, it also says credit limit $2,500. So they want the, interest and extra charges and all that, which I was wanted to file a motion last time I talked to you for arbitration, which is also a clause in the credit card purchase agreement that they sent in these massive. I have an entire room full of these things that they've sent me. So
Well, there's even more.
right.
Well, the fact of the matter is you didn't file anything, and they own this debt, and I'm about to grant a judgment for summary disposition in the amount of $3,364.69. They've provided a history of billing payment from your address.
Right, but did they?
Would
who
you
did they buy
like
it
to
from?
talk privately to Miss Olivier regarding the ability to make a payment on this? Or you want me to just order the judgment and then deal with that later?
I mean, this is the pre-trial technically, right? So
Yeah, but there's a motion for summary disposition.
right.
And if I grant the motion for summary disposition, the case is over. You owe $3,364.69. And then the question is, any ability to pay it?
So what about the fact that it says I can have arbitration?
Well, you didn't ask for it.
Yes, I did. And things that I filed, I said
Where?
Also, the thing that we delayed this 90 days for, was that satisfactory to what they?
Yes, they sent you all this documentation
It was the
about.
same exact thing they had sent before. They added 1 page. So
Well, in the court's mind, that's sufficient. You owe this
Okay.
debt. I'll
but to
just,
them, that's the real question. So
yes, you owe it to them. Credit Corporation Solutions,
okay,
Inc.
well then you can file a disposition and I'll keep fighting it. So
All right,
I don't agree that I owe them specifically. So,
okay,
because they actually bought the debt from somebody else. Meaning
yeah.
they do this all day long, and I'm sure you know that. So
I
that's
do.
fine.
I don't have to like it.
Right.
But yes, there's some of the largest, in fact, the largest filer of cases in Michigan are these
Right,
type
and they
of.
haven't reached out to me about wanting to settle, and.
Well, I could put you in a room right now where you could talk to her
Okay.
privately regarding that. Do you wish to do that?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they'd rather I pay the whole thing, but,
Well, Laura, could you open the conference room? I probably should have done it off the bat. Summary disposition is a concept that's not familiar to lay people. And you're doing the best you can. You
Right.
look some stuff up over the internet and you file this answer and they filed this stuff. There isn't anybody else asking for this money, just them. You can't pay the same debt twice. You don't dispute the amount owed. They've sufficiently established that they own the debt. So I'm not gonna make you pay it twice.
right, if somebody else comes after me, right.
They won't have any standing. So I'll let you speak privately with her, but I'm about to grant an order granting summary disposition.
Okay, so
And
last question would be if
Yeah.
you do the disposition thing,
Mhm.
is that how you set up a payment plan and all that sort of thing after that?
Yes, you can. Now, I can just do it and they'll garnish your wages and then you can file what's called a request for installment payments. But if we can reach that agreement, maybe we can do it right now. So I'll be here. Would you escort Mr. Pirro to the conference room and I'll put him in a breakout with Miss Olivier. And we'll continue to work on another case and then we'll see where we are with this.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I'll be right here.
Yeah.
I gotta open a room. Oh, I gotta bring the Zoom room in first. All right, first of all, we need to get the Zoom room opened up, both camera and audio. All right, I guess they're in it. So parties put in Zoom room. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's see how they do. I have, did you get into the breakout room?
The discussion did not last long at all.
What's that?
The discussion did not last long at all. He's not interested in working out some type of payment arrangement.
All right, let me bring him back.
He got up and walked away, so I assume he's coming back into the courtroom.
The order is quite brief. Motion for summary disposition is granted. There's not a lot of space here. Did Mr. Pirro leave? The guy that was in the conference room. All right. He left. All right. Thank you. All right. Bye. All right. Apparently didn't like what he was told. Damages. $3,109.06. Costs. $255.63.
Can you give me the breakdown of those, please?
$75 attorney fee, $40 motion fee, $25.63 service fee, and $115 filing fee.
Okay.
Equals.
Thank you.
$3,364.69. I just wrote it in there. He acknowledged that he owed the debt. He just was in questioning who he owed it to. So I don't know why he's so upset about it. He admits he owes the money. He isn't going to have to pay it twice. I've established sufficiently for a motion for summary disposition that it was owed to you. Someone else isn't going to come in and sue him again for this debt. So his anger is misplaced, but he owes $3,364.69. I did explain to him his ability to file a motion for installment payments. I don't know whether he heard it or not, but I did tell him. At any rate, the motion is granted. See order. Defendant left after brief breakout. He owes the money. If he start garnishing his wages, he can ask for an installment payment order. We'll discuss it further, but I do find beyond the standard required in 2.116 C9 and C10 both that he owes this money. All right, Miss Olivier, I'll see you again next time.
Do you want the
Thank you.
judgment submitted under the 7-day rule?
No, I just did your order. You submitted a summary
Okay.
disposition order and I put the numbers in it and we'll just use that.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.